I think that it's not a social media ban, it's corruption. The social media thing added to this sense of a government that was out of touch and felt, had gotten to a point where it felt it was no longer answerable to the people it is supposed to serve. Though the Gen Z movement was the spark on this occasion, or I would say the government's response and the bloodshed in that response is really the spark. At some point, from Monday into Monday afternoon into Tuesday, this stopped being Gen Z. This started being much, much bigger. For a lot of young and middle-aged Nepalis, the only source of employment, the only source of opportunity is to go abroad. And we have over 800,000 people who leave the country every year to work abroad. That's according to official statistics. And that's in a country of very roughly 30 million people. So you can imagine every year that kind of outflow of your working age population. In many ways, I think the young people are looking at a future where they see that the only future is outside the country. And you've probably seen the word nepotism flying around a lot in the context of these protests, really centered on that. Young people seeing the lifestyle and the wealth that was being shown on social media by, the children of politicians and others, and really saying, is that what our taxes are going into, right? And that really sparked this big upswell, I think, of conversation and criticism on social media. It's much bigger than a single party, a single person, or even the government that has just come down. It is really against a political class, establishment, whatever you want to call it. This is not the first time that we've had a popular uprising that overturns a government, in the past even overturns systems of government, with the monarchy coming down, for instance, right? The hopes and dreams, I think, have remained the same. An end to corruption. And the reason that same question and that same dream keeps coming up is because none of the regimes in all of these intervening years have been able to do away with that. The question of just good governance, of decent services, right? Of decent public schooling, decent public health, etc. The state of the public services here is really dismal and has remained so. And I think that message stayed with people. All I can say is that Chairman Prachanda, the famous Chairman Prachanda who led the revolution, is now known much more for his personal wealth than for his revolutionary background. Nepal has had to have so many uprisings of this sort because we keep continuing to try and find something better. The system has to get better. We deserve better. The country needs to be run better. That's the really tough one that has been there for us and, unsolved for a very long time.